Mary Ann from Coastal Lovin' Decor. Alrighty, so today what we're going to do is make some puffy heart necklaces. This is the mold that I'm using. You can get this from Pouring Your Heart Out from Julie Cuts. You have to order it from Australia. She closed her U.S. Amazon shop, so you do have to order on her eBay shop. So if you want this mold, that's where you can get it. So mine just came yesterday, and I'm excited to try these. We're going to do something simple today, and then the next video I will be making some coastal ones. So I like to make them just to see how they come out and what they look like, and then I get a little bit more involved with the next project. We're also going to be using the Let's Resin chrome powders, and today we're going to be using purple. We're going to be using light blue. We're going to be using the regular blue. And then we're going to be using the holographic pink. Those are the colors we're going to be using. Okay, so let's get this started. I just want to grab some paper towels here, so I can catch my powders. Okay, so let's start with the purple first. And I haven't even used this color yet. So let's see if I can get it off with these gloves on. I don't want to have to take my gloves off. Let me grab my knife. And let's get it off that way. There we go. Okay. All right, and I have a brush here to get, I want to make sure, I'm going to run this on a paper towel, make sure it's clean. I need to really wash them out. Okay, so I have a fluffy one and I have a thinner one if I need to get in the corner there. All right, so I'm just going to dip it in here, and we're just going to take this all around the mold. Just like so. Now, I haven't used these chrome powders and mica powders very much, but I do like the effect of them. So I want to see what these will look like. Make sure I get around. This will leave a hole here so that you can run your necklace through, which I have to order. Hopefully they'll get here tomorrow. If not, when I do the beachy ones that I plan on doing, then we can put a necklace on. You just need to see me do one. But if it doesn't end up in this video, it will be in the next. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to cover this up. And I'm going to wipe my brush off as best as I can. And then next we're going to do the light blue. So I'm just dipping it in, tapping it, and then we're going to come in here and get this done. I need to invest in some more brushes. I don't know, this might have came with something I already ordered, but I'm not sure. These brushes, I'm not sure I'm a fan. But if it does the job, I'm good with it. I want to make sure I get all the way up. And around. Making sure you got everything covered. Because if you don't cover it this time, there's no fixing it. Okay. Well, that looks good. And run my brush on this. And we will do the one that's called blue. And we'll get in here. It's a much darker blue. Get in there. Just like so. And then if you can see, I am tilting on the side, sideways, so I can make sure I got it all the way up to the top of the heart mold. I've just seen, there are so many, you can find so many videos, and Julie Cutts does tons of videos on these puffy hearts, and I just think they are, now see, I can see I missed there on that one. I just think some of the ones that they've done are just simply gorgeous, and I was on the fence about getting this mold for probably at least 6 months, and I just said no, I gotta get it, I gotta try it. So that's what I'm doing. But I do have to get that blue. All right. So let's try this holographic pink. Although it looks maybe a little purplish. So this will be fun to see how this comes out. Almost dumped my bottle there. That wouldn't have been a good thing. Just like that. So I am, like I said, I need to order the cords, and I think I'm going to use the black cords they have, and I think I'm going to do 18-inch because they come with the 2-inch extender. So you can make the necklace up to 20-inch. So I got to decide this pretty soon here if I want to get them by tomorrow. All right, I'm going to wipe this off. And then let me get that light blue again because I see I did miss a little bit. I don't need much here because you don't want a lot. You just want to cover it. But I see I missed right there. So you want to make sure you get around that. It's going to be a loop there for your cord, or if you want to use a chain. I honestly like them with the black cord. I think they look very pretty. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe this up. And I'm going to flip this over on here and get off any excess. And I'm going to tap it off. just like so. Okay. I mean, I can clean this up a little bit, but I think I'll just get to it after they demold tomorrow. But that's up to you. I really don't like having all this on my mold, but if I get most of it off, I'm happy. So I'm just taking a baby wipe and going around it and taking it off. Just like so. Thing with mica powders, they are messy, but you get beautiful results. But I'm a messy crafter, and I don't know, I think most people are. Okay, that looks pretty good for me for now. I just want to get it as much as that off. Now, I'm going to back these with black resin. So let me get, that's the one thing I forgot to pour out was my black. Actually, I was going to use, I have another black one that I want to, let's see. I keep moving all my paste around. Ebony luster. Okay, the ebony luster has some gold in it, but it's not really going to matter because you're not going to see the back of the necklace. This will be the back. I need my knife again and a paper towel to open. I just had that, here it is, to open my black. Now I haven't tried Color Passions, the black, but I just heard they have black luster as well. So I need to check out that. But see, this is, well, you're not going to be able to tell. This has a little bit of gold in it. But like I said, we're just going to use the black. I'm not going to worry about the showing you either or because it's hard to tell with the black to show you. So you want to mix your paste up. And each time you use them, you should, I mean, if you just used it the same day, I wouldn't worry about it. But every time, you know, you go to use your paste, you should mix them up. And this has been sitting for a week now. I got this a week ago. So I want that right there. All right. So now I got my resin. I'm thinking about 2 ounces should do all these. According to me, I pour water in and then that tells me how much. So I'm hoping I was right. So I've got 1 ounce of A and 1 ounce of B, and I'm using the J. Diction Deep Pour Resin High Gloss. You can pour up to 1.5 inches, and this is a 1-to-1. So far, I really like it. I also have their deep pour up to 4 inches. And I love that as well. Okay. I mean, the only thing about the 4-inch resin is you gotta wait a couple days to demold. And it just depends on what you're making, how long. I like the 1-to-1 because it's quicker. I can do it in the next day. I know they have resins that go in 4 hours, but I don't need to do that. I don't need to have stuff done in 4 hours. You know, if you're knocking out stuff like crazy, yeah, that's probably for you, but it's not for me. Not that I wouldn't mind trying it. I mean, that's the worst part about once you make the item, you gotta wait until the next day to demold it. That's the hard part. Okay, so I'm gonna stir this for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to come back on. We'll put the black in it, and then we'll pour this. So give me 5 minutes and I'll be back on. You don't need to watch me mix this. Okay, it's been 5 minutes and I got the resin stirred up. So now I'm going to add my black resin, or my black paste, my Color Passion black paste. Put the lid on that. And you can get this at, you can get the Color Passions products at Artist Till Death. I believe I have the information in the above section of my YouTube channel. So we're just going to mix this up. You want to make sure it is thoroughly mixed. Okay. And that looks pretty good. Alrighty. Now what we're going to do is, actually I'm just going to leave this here just in case. Okay. These look so pretty the way they are. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to squeeze a little corner here, and then I'm going to slowly start pouring it in. And I'm going to just fill it up so much, go to the next one, and we'll come back. Now, I believe if you would do white paste on the back, then your colors would be a little bit more pastel. I think we'll have to try that as well. I don't want to overfill these. Get a toothpick, help that move along a little bit before I add more. Because like I said, and I don't want to touch, you don't want to scrape along the bottom for sure, because you'll take off. See, it's slowly moving. It's starting to level out. Let me see. And that seems to be doing good so far. And I'm just going to tap it a little bit. Now this needs a little bit more. And this needs a little bit more. A little bit more in there. A little bit more in there. All right, let me see. I'm going to get down here. And that looks really good. So I'm just going to tap this a little bit And I'm going to take this Q-tip and get that off of there. Make sure. That looks very good. Alrighty then, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this, and then tomorrow look for my video for demolding these, and then we will start the beach ones the same time I do the demolding on this. So I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to catch my video. If you like what you're seeing, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, and if you want to see more of what I do, please hit that little turtle on the right hand side of the video to subscribe. I want to thank you all very much, and I hope you have an awesome day. And we'll see you tomorrow for the demolding and starting the beach puffy hearts. Okay, thanks again. Bye.